In the vast landscape of data and numbers lies the heartbeat of discovery. Imagine a realm where numbers dance with purpose, where each digit holds the potential to unravel the mysteries of our world. Welcome to the genesis of our statistical journey, where we embark in a quest to decipher the whispers of data and breathe life into the stories they tell. Welcome to Isales and Saavedra presents.
I am Jendrik D. Isales.
And I am Rizal Saavedra.
For today's episode, we will be discussing about formulating statistical mini-research chapter 1.
For this topic, the learning objectives are: define research and explains the two types of statistical research, explain the steps in formulating and conducting a statistical mini-research, and provide an example of the format of statistical mini-research. Before we are going to explore our topic, first, we need to define what is the meaning of research. So what is research? Research is the process of systematic investigation which involves the collection of data, documentation of information, and analysis and interpretation of that data. The purpose of it is met through forming hypotheses, collecting data, analyzing results, forming conclusions, implementing findings into real-life applications, and forming new research questions. Research has already been discussed in our English lessons. Basically, the purpose of research is to provide answers to questions. By definition, it is systematic, which means you have to undergo various steps in conducting it. Some of those steps we are going to discuss in this video.
Now, there are two types of research. We have quantitative research and qualitative research. Quantitative research are expressed in numbers and graphs. It is used to test or confirm theories and assumptions. It can be used to establish generalizable facts about a topic, and common quantitative methods include experiments, observations recorded as numbers, and surveys with close-ended questions. Basically, from the word quantitative itself, it will be about numbers because it's telling about quantities. For our topic for today, we will most likely be using the type quantitative research since we are dealing with statistical data, and since we are doing this in the mathematics subject, it suggests that we would most likely be using numbers. So, though we may be able to also use qualitative research, most likely in a statistical research, we would be dealing and we will be using quantitative research. So, for qualitative research, it is expressed in words. It is used to understand concepts, thoughts, or experiences. It enables you to gather in-depth insights on topics that are not well understood. And it's common that qualitative methods include interviews with open-ended questions, observations, described in words, and literature reviews that explore concepts and theories. And now, again, from the word itself, qualitative, we can say that it's about defining qualities which it's hard to express in numbers, so therefore it will be expressed rather in words. And then that's basically the two types of research. Moving on, here we have examples of research topics that are quantitative. A quantitative research may be a topic about counting the number of students who prefer online classes versus traditional classroom settings. So this is quantitative because it involves counting the number of students, which is numbers. And another example would be calculating the average daily temperature for a month to analyze seasonal weather patterns. This is a quantitative research as well because daily temperature is expressed either in Celsius or Fahrenheit, so it's considered as numeric data. Moving on with the examples of qualitative research. An essay about analyzing diary entries or personal narratives to explore individuals' experiences with chronic illness is an example of a qualitative research, since here we are dealing with personal narratives which are expressed in sentences. It cannot be expressed in numbers. Then another example would be analyzing textual data from social media platforms to explore public opinions on a controversial topic. Here we are dealing with textual data, therefore it's also a qualitative research.
Moving on, since we've already known what is research and the two types of research, we are going to discuss our main topic, which is the statistical mini research. So, statistical mini research provides quick, simple insights into narrow questions, while typical research delves deep into broader topics, using extensive resources and complex analysis to contribute comprehensive understanding. So, from the word itself, statistical, we are most likely going to deal with numbers. And mini research means it is the shorter version of the research paper itself. So let's explore the key parts of statistical mini research chapter 1. First, we have the rationale or background of the study. Second, the statement of the problem. Third, significance of the study. Fourth, the scope and limitations of the study. And lastly, the definition of terms.
So now, how do we formulate the parts of this statistical mini research in the chapter 1? First, we have the rationale or background of the study. Let us first know its definition so that we may know how to formulate it. So, the rationale or background of the study includes the purpose and reason behind the conduct of the study. Essentially, it's what made you conduct the study. It also serves as the introduction. So, to better explain this, let us check the example. So here we have a statistical mini research titled Exploring Factors Affecting Students' Performance in Periodical Exams. The rationale and background of the study of this given research is as follows. This study examines the performance of students in periodical exams. Understanding factors that influence exam performance can help educators implement effective teaching strategies and provide targeted support to students. Ultimately, this research serves as a stepping stone towards enhancing the effectiveness and inclusivity of educational systems, benefiting both individual students and society as a whole. So that is the example of a rationale or background of the study. In formulating one, you just have to ensure that it introduces the topic and it answers the what made you conduct the study. That's how basically you formulate a rationale or background of this study.
Moving on is the statement of the problem. This is the main problem that the research is trying to solve. It follows the formulation of the title and should be faithful to it. It specifically points the important questions that the study needs to answer. For the better understanding, let us read the example. The primary objective of this research is to uncover the factors influencing student performance in periodical exams. Specifically, the research seeks to answer the following questions. What are the distribution of exam scores across various subjects and grade levels? Are correlations evident between exam performance and factors such as study habits, attendance, and socio-economic background? How do different teaching methodologies and classroom environments influence students' exam results? It is also a statement of the problem since it includes the questions that needs to be answered in the research paper. And we could see to it that the main problem aligns with our title. And also, there is no statement of the problem that has no research questions. In formulating a research paper, you just have to ensure that you state the main problem of the research you're trying to give solution, and follow it with all the necessary research questions. In adding a research question, you may also add demographic profiles, which are pretty common in research studies, like the age, grade level, sections, and other various profiles.
So now we have the significance of the study. So the significance of the study answers the question, why conduct the study? Here, you must identify who will benefit from the research and how they will be benefited. This should also match with the recommendations. So from the rationale or background of the study, it answers the question, what made you conduct the study? But here, it answers why you conducted the study. Now, to understand this further, let us check the example. But first, I'll remind you that all these examples just follows the same topic, which was about exploring factors affecting student performance in periodical exams. Now, for the significance of the study of this given research topic, understanding the factors affecting students' exam performance will provide insights to better help the students excel academically. Number 1. For students, this study benefits students by providing insights into factors affecting their exam performance, helping them to cope with these factors and improve academically. For teachers, this research offers valuable information for refining teaching practices and implementing targeted interventions to support student learning diversity, leading to enhanced learning outcomes. And for parents or guardians, it can benefit by gaining insights into factors influencing their child's performance, enabling them to provide support and create a conducive learning environment at home. So, in formulating a significance of the study, just ensure that you answer here the question why you conducted the study, and also state the people or the things that will benefit from this given study. So here in this given example, we stated how the students, the teachers, and the parents or guardians will benefit from this given research study. And that's all for the significance of the study.
Here we have scope and limitations of the study. This determines the coverage of the study and all the things that it will not cover in order to be specific. To further understand, the scope and limitation of the study focuses on students' performance in periodical exams within a specific school or educational institution. The analysis will encompass exam scores from multiple subjects and grade levels over a defined academic period. Limitations include the potential influence of external factors, for example, individual differences, test anxiety and exam performance, and the generalizability of findings to other educational contexts. So the scope and limitation of the study talks about what the study will cover and what it will not. In the first paragraph of the given example, it talks about what the study will cover, which is the study focuses on students' performance in periodical exams within a specific school or educational institution. And the analysis will encompass exam scores from multiple subjects. So that is the scope of the study. It will analyze exam data from multiple subjects within specific schools or educational institution. In the second paragraph, you can see what this study will not cover, which other external factors affecting exam performance, such as individual differences and test anxieties. Since the study will cover mainly analysis on exam scores, it would not cover external factors. And also, the study will not cover things in general since it only conducts the study within specific schools. In formulating the scope and limitations of the study, just ensure you state what the study will cover and what it will not. And that's all for scope and limitations of the study.
Okay, now, lastly, we have the definition of terms. It defines the technical terms based on how they are used in the study, specifically in the title. This aims to provide the readers or future researchers with the basic terminologies that are important to understand the paper. I know it's already easy for you to understand this, but here's the examples to see how you would create a definition of term for a given research study. So, for the definition of terms in this given research study, we have periodical exam, which are defined in the study as regular assessments conducted in educational settings to evaluate students' understanding of course materials settings. Regular assessments conducted in educational settings to evaluate students' understanding of course materials and academic progress. The definition of terms also includes exam performance, which is defined in the study as scores obtained by students in periodical exams indicating their mastery of subject content. The study also includes study habits, which is defined as patterns of behavior and techniques employed by students to prepare for exams and engage with course materials. Also, it has social and economic background, teaching methodologies, and demographic information. So, basically, the definition of terms just acts as the glossary of your research study. It guides your readers to the terms that are used in your research study. Some terms or words may be differently used in your research study, like you could describe exam performance in other studies as not exam scores but rather maybe flexibility test or other various things. So it's important that you have the definition of terms to tell exactly what the words you're using, what exactly do they mean, since the use of words may vary in various settings. So it's crucial that the definition of terms includes all the important terms that you are using in your research study. And that's all for the definition of terms. And now for the last part of this video, we will be showing you an example of the format of a statistical mini research, how all these parts or components from the rationale or background of the study to the definition of terms will come together. So basically, everything has to go in order. The rationale should come first, the statement of the problem should come second, the significance of the study should be third, scope and limitation should be the fourth, and the definition of terms should be the fifth. So these are the components or parts of a statistical mini research chapter 1. You may be able to format it whatever you want or whatever the teacher assigns you to do, such as Chicago style, APA style, or MLA. It depends on you. But since we don't know what format the teacher will assign you, the thing that will be crucial is just to understand how the order goes. The rationale or background of the study, the first, and the definition of terms being the last. And that's all for the format of a statistical mini research chapter 1. Thank you for tuning with Isales and Saavedra presents.
And here will be the end of our topic, Statistical Mini Research Chapter 1.
Thank you.